Up until the release of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty series was all about heroic moments. The sense of accomplishment, victories, and celebrations were woven into the gameplay itself, instead of largely being shown through cutscenes, making you feel as if you yourself were the hero in these tales. This allowed gamers to experience not only the brutal lows of war, but the exuberant highs of a major military victory.
Damn fine job, you guys!
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. They were a feel-good fantasy for sure, and like most video games, they allowed us to feel powerful, important, and victorious. That basically all got nuked with one scene. This was a moment like many others throughout the franchise's campaigns. Here was a massive assault on the villain's location, and while there was the threat of a nuclear device going off, we legitimately never expected that to happen. This was Call of Duty, so we were expecting a massive battle and an exciting escape. Surely the story didn't actually have the guts to go in the direction of a nuclear attack.
All U.S. forces be advised, we have a confirmed nuclear threat in the city.
But then it did, and it changed the series and possibly gaming forever. Today, most gamers know the famous nuke scene either through playing the game, hearing about it online, or seeing videos of it on YouTube. But at the time, this was unlike anything we'd seen before. Not only did a nuclear device go off and destroy an entire city, but the mission was a catastrophic failure and the playable character, Paul Jackson, died. Because Call of Duty was all about heroic moments, we never expected a mission to actually fail. And if one did, we never expected it to fail in such a dramatic, destructive, and deadly fashion. It threw a huge wrench into the story and kept us on our toes for the remainder of the campaign. It was like Game of Thrones up in there. Anyone could die at any time. It not only kept us on edge in a plot perspective, but it reinforced the idea that no one was safe in war from this point on. We always expected the unexpected, and we were waiting for the next soldier, or perhaps even ourselves, to just drop dead. The death of Paul Jackson and, well, basically everyone else around him, is undeniably one of gaming's greatest, most shocking, and most terrifying moments. We awaken in this dusty, ruined, apocalyptic environment. Buildings are in tatters, the wind is blowing debris everywhere, there is no one in the streets, the sky is an eerie, biblical red. But worst of all, there's a giant mushroom cloud on the horizon, the catalyst for this horrific, nightmarish sight. The game wasn't shy about showing us the horrors of nuclear war, and it all combined to create one of the most horrifically realistic sequences in gaming history. And while the visuals were indeed terrifying, nothing compares to the sheer horror of experiencing the sequence. Not only were we still in a state of shock regarding the nuclear detonation, but now the game plopped us in the destructive aftermath and left us to our own devices. It instilled a pretty good degree of panic and terror, as we genuinely didn't know what to do or how to succeed. Where do I go? How do I survive? Was this really supposed to happen? All of these thoughts raced through players' heads for the 30 seconds that they were allowed to crawl around in this nightmare before everything faded away. The sequence not only left audiences shocked and in awe, hence the title of the mission, but also confused. Some players even replayed the mission countless times because they were sure that they were missing something. Surely there must have been some kind of escape, some way to survive. But nope, the game not only wanted you to experience death as a fail state, but death as an inevitability. It was heartbreaking stuff, and gaming was never the same, and we're not actually talking about for good either. Suddenly it seemed like every war game was trying the shocking and unexpected scene things so much that it became a trope. Unfortunately, as we sort of discussed before, the unexpected immediately became the expected, and these types of moments lost their impact right away. Case in point was the Call of Duty series trying to outdo itself. Modern Warfare 2 presented the no Russian mission in a blatant attempt to outdo the nuke scene, and generated both talk and controversy, and, well, it wasn't as good. Modern Warfare 3 had a sequence in which an innocent family is caught in a terrorist attack.
That's your daughter. You know she gets that from you.
Both attempted to outdo the nuke scene in shock value, but neither were as successful. By this point, we were expecting something shocking to happen, and when it did, we were just like, okay. The nuke scene was unlike anything we'd seen in gaming at the time, and like most revolutionary pieces of entertainment, it spawned a host of imitators that could never compare to the original. Some may have actually done it better, most do it worse, but no matter how much developers may try, they may never outdo the truly unforgettable and iconic moment that was dying at the hands of a nuclear attack. Thanks for watching MojoPlays. Be sure to subscribe and click on the link in the description below to check out our suggestion page and vote on what content you'd like to see us cover next.